are, episode number 5, Season Rookies Podcast. My name is Prez.
Jay.
Debo.
B.
We got some newbies on set.
We got newbies on some Season Rookies.
Where do we start?
Oh, well,
New but
first-
seasoned.
Newly season, yeah. We have some season rookies on here now for sure, yeah.
So, first of all, we'll start out. Shout out to Nelly,
Yep. Big move. So she
sidekick.
couldn't be here today.
Definitely.
So we got 2 other Raptor fans to join us.
Oh, yeah.
Say she's on point, and she's definitely here in spirit, so we'll just keep that moving.
For sure.
Yeah, man.
All right. So, first of all, let's recap the Western Conference Finals and the Eastern Conference Finals. It's that time right now.
Which one do you want to start with?
Let's start with the West.
Ooh, okay.
Hot off the presses.
Fresh.
All right, well, I picked Golden State in 6.
Yes, you did.
I did, right?
Yes, you
Okay.
did. Yes, you did.
That was a game off. I didn't want them to technically win, but now we get to see a real rematch of a healthy Cleveland, because last year it was just LeBron and whoever versus the whole team. Now it's Love, Kyrie, and all of them versus a healthy Golden State.
I wasn't surprised though.
So
I had OKC in 6, so I was way off. We'll get in a little bit later.
and Nelly had him sweeping, didn't she?
Yes, she did.
Yeah, that was
We went head to head on some. They're gonna get swept.
yeah.
And I remember saying my jaw would hit the floor if they got swept. And
Yeah, they almost won the series.
yeah, you know,
So Nelly, yeah, I guess
you're
as bad as I have been at predicting, I mean that was pretty bad too.
yeah, she's right in your lane there of predictions.
I did horrible. Anyways, moving on.
Moving on.
What were your predictions
So yeah, Debo, what you got?
before the series started?
To be honest with you, I didn't really make any predictions. I just thought that Golden State was gonna win because I've always told people that of any team I've seen play basketball, they don't worry me. But this season, I mean, that series gave me the most cause for panic. There was a point where I actually thought OKC was going to take it. But after Game 5, I knew that what I thought was going to happen, and it panned out. Golden State eventually rallied, tied it up, and took it in 7.
Well, me and Prez were at we were watching at Jurassic Park.
Right.
Remember, you said you brought it up. Game 6 was OKC's Game 7. Like they had to win that one, and they didn't. Look what happened.
Look what happened.
D.
B.
Yeah, man. I might be the biggest Golden State fan here because I thought they were winning even when they were down 1-3. They always, when Golden State loses, it seems like it's all on them. I don't think teams really beat Golden State at the level they're at right now. They defeat themselves or they win, and it's simple as that. So when they lost Game 4, and then Steph Curry said, "It's not over yet," that gave me faith. And then, like you guys were saying in Game 6, when OKC lost the game, I knew it was over in 7 for sure, 100%. You know, Golden State is a powerful team. I've never seen a team like this myself since maybe the Bulls in '96. Yeah.
So just going into the Western Conference Finals right now, before we're done with OKC for the season, and we no longer mention them,
Yeah, they're relevant now.
they're
so.
totally. I just want to talk about how they went out. Let's quickly touch upon how they went out, and I just want to start with the choking. I want to say this: I'm a big KD fan. Big KD fan. I gotta admit, show me something that I didn't think was there, and very questionable in regards to his performance late. And I just want to get, if that's where I'm coming from, I just want to throw it on the floor and see if I'm way off.
About what? Being, like, showing up?
Showing up. Like, you work all season for certain moments. And I think if LeBron did what KD did in the series, there'd be a lot more.
They'd kill him. They'd kill him. Simple. They'd kill him.
I agree. I think he's very talented, but some of it's his mindset. Him and Westbrook, they're very talented, but they have a young maturity level, so they are easily affected by how an outcome of a series is going. They start to lose, their mindset's done, and they start to play bad. They gave up at the end there. It was really sad to see, actually.
Yeah, well, Durant doesn't create his own shots really a lot. Westbrook has to create for him really to.
Yeah.
I guess maybe I'm just starting to notice it, but
Well,
as long as the plays run for him, he'll hit that shot. But it's not like he really creates a lot. Like, and it's probably because of his weight and height. Like he's skinny still, right? Like you can't. I don't know. It's weird.
also, he's had the luxury of having a number, like he's 1A and 1B, depending on how you flip it. He's had that crutch of having someone else there, being Westbrook, pretty much his whole career. So he's never really had his own team. Like these are my guys. He's always had someone to rely on, and I think it's showing now in regards to where is he, like six? How many years he's in the league now? Like
Yeah, it's been a while now.
like long enough for him to actually step into his own and say like I can make an impact on the game. I think him having let Westbrook now is kind of exposing the fact that he's not he's containable.
Yeah.
Do you believe that's because of Westbrook and Durant, or is that more system thing? Like, is it Billy Donovan? Was it Scott Brooks before that? Is it all the blame go on the player, or does the coach system have an influence on that as well?
Can I be honest with you guys?
No,
Yeah. No.
lie to us.
That's why we brought you here.
All right. I'm almost hesitant to say it. I want to almost see how. Actually, you know what? Forget it. I'm just gonna say it because I have been saying it already.
Say it.
I think Golden State, as a team, as a franchise, seem to have almost perfect basketball. Like seriously.
Okay, go.
At some point, they'll figure out what to do and beat you. You see it every time they're down. At some point, they'll just figure out whatever matchups need to happen, whatever they need to do in terms of their lineups, in terms of switching around matchups on defense or offense, whatever. They'll figure out a way to just get the job done. A lot of people were starting to talk that mess like it's a wrap for Golden State. Steph Curry's a regular. We've seen this before. He's just a shooter, all that stuff. All those people are going to be quiet now.
It's gonna be good this year because now Cleveland's healthy. So now it's not just LeBron. They have Kyrie and Love. So now we'll see if they can really make those adjustments. Like when they're down 10 or down 12 in the third quarter. Who's going to guard LeBron? Who's going to guard this guy?
Right.
Because Draymond Green's going to have to pick. It's just like he's going to either guard LeBron or Love. And Harrison Barnes is going to they're going to go back and forth, right? So
And what you're saying is that's exactly where we're headed right now. We're heading to Golden State Western Conference Finals into the championship with the Eastern Conference champions, the Cleveland Cavaliers. They had a road to get to where they're at right now. Just a recap of what happened with the Toronto Raptors.
They beat the Raptors, but they were the better team. It was clear they had more depth. They played well together. Their threes have been falling at an amazing rate.
Channing Frye came out of nowhere.
Just a little recap when I think of Toronto and Cleveland. Last time on the podcast, we had a little discussion in regards to our prediction.
Yeah. All right. What did I say?
I
Cleveland in 4. Is that what I said?
Yeah.
And what did I say after
No,
that?
actually,
No.
you didn't say Cleveland in 4. You said they're gonna get swept.
Okay. I did say they're going to lose the first two in Cleveland. I was right there.
You were.
But then I did say I wanted the Raptors to. Well, I didn't say I wanted them to win. I just said I didn't want to see Cleveland in the finals again.
Right.
Because it's
Right.
like
So they did take 2 games.
yeah.
More than what anyone was given a lot of credit for. So.
Yeah.
So they just, when you say the Raptors going forward, at least on this episode, put some respect. All right.
You see what coat I have on right now?
Everybody expected this outcome. Basically, what people probably didn't expect was the Raptors to somehow manage to get 2 games.
I didn't. I don't know.
I don't think anybody really gave the Raptors that much of a chance. If you are a diehard Raptors fan, of course you're gonna say, oh, we could win the series. You know, if we believe we can win the series,
Hold
we can
on,
get
hold
a
on.
game.
Win what
whatever.
series against Cleveland?
Against Cleveland. If you're a diehard,
Hold on.
you know people
Yeah,
get
you
hard.
should hear
Wow, hold on.
Yeah, if
when
you're a
Atlanta,
diehard,
when Atlanta played last year, they should have won. I'm a diehard fan. Atlanta, I was believed, hey, they can win the series.
I'm talking about a diehard, irrational, fanatic
okay.
fan. you
There,
know?
okay. Because I
Yeah.
consider myself a diehard Raptor fan.
No, but
I'm
exactly.
I wouldn't
but-
go
but
to that.
You're much like
rash-
myself, where you can think with your head and say, you know what, we really don't have a chance.
Scene.
We're-
Okay.
Our team is not built for Cleveland.
All right.
Nah, I'm irrational.
All right.
Atlanta should have won that series last year. Regardless. Anyways,
Yeah, I thought the Raptors played well. I think some of it is the fact that our home crowd gives us so much spirit. You know, when they play at Jurassic Park, when we have all the fans behind us, people get really rowdy.
Yeah, Jurassic Park. I mean, that's a trend-setting thing right now. It's actually great that basketball right now, Toronto basketball, Canadian basketball, right now in the States is starting to get a little bit more respect. And just the fact that they know when the Raptors are in the playoffs and they're viewing in their television wherever they are, they gotta admire the
you
fans.
know what
and
helped
what's-
is when LeBron got on that interview.
Yes, and he said
The ESPN.
well, actually, it was after the game.
After Game 6.
After Game
whatever he
6.
said, he's like, oh.
And, he's saying in his career.
Do you
he's
hear
had-
this? Or so he looked and pointed at the crowd and they were like screaming.
Right, and not only was that happening inside, but that was
Yeah.
also happening outside in Jurassic Park because we were there to witness it. And you got to admit, come halfway through the third, you know who the bandwagon fans were. They're the ones who, like, third quarter, when starting to stretch out, leaving. But come fourth quarter, you look around, the majority of people stuck around, and at the end, clapping off, "Let's go Raptors." The vibe was right, and that's what we need to see, and that's what the world needs to see when they think about fans, because we actually have a good fan base.
Well, they actually are starting to say that we might have one of the better fan bases in all of the NBA. When they talk about Jurassic Park, they talk about the Roracle, Sacramento in its heyday with the cowbells. We're starting to get up there. I just wish that they gave our team as much respect as they give our fans.
Never.
All right, so now let's talk about Masai Ujiri, why this is even really like the major piece behind the scenes of why we're even having this success right now. Recap. Actually, even before Ujiri, let's go to Tim Lewicki.
That's the CEO?
Yes. Now he's now no longer there, but he was the one when he came in.
Hired him?
He had a choice, hired him. Not only did he hire him, he actually changed the culture of what's going on in Toronto sports. He himself being here gave us some legitimacy for people to say, okay, Toronto is actually making moves. And actually you could see the blueprint, and not just basketball, but hockey, soccer, like everything he's been a part of, he's actually put it in the culture and he's left it beyond. So that's why with Ujiri now, he comes in, this pick in this year's draft, our number 9 pick, came from the very first move he did, which was
when he traded Bargnani
there
to
you go.
New York.
Yes.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Yes.
So he's thinking way ahead, because that's like here in 2016 saying, yeah, you know what, I'll give you my first round pick from 2019. A lot of teams would be like, okay, well, yeah, I'll give up that to get that now. So, but just Ujiri himself, putting the pieces together, the trades, where we're at now, he has a lot of decisions to be made coming for this new off season, which is officially started for the Toronto Raptors right now.
Right. So since I'm the anti-Raptor fan here,
Go ahead.
was Terrence Ross's contract worth $11 million?
No,
Now that it kicks in next season.
no. The problem with him is that Majiri's a good GM. The only problem is he likes to keep his family or his pieces together. He overpaid Terrence Ross.
Of course.
Terrence Ross hasn't showed us anything to warrant that contract in any way or form.
Perez?
Ditto. Terrence Ross, put it this way, with me, Ujiri, he's got a clean sheet. Like, he has, like, no mistakes. But that's that one blemish. To me, that might be, like, when they say Colangelo and Bargnani, where it's like...
Oh, he rode, ride or die with that guy.
yeah,
for a
like,
while.
and I think Ross might be in that same lane right there.
Yeah, Debo?
I have to be honest and say Terrence Ross has disappointed me, because after I saw him drop that 50 piece,
Yeah.
I was expecting big themes, but it's just a lot of inconsistencies. Like, the only thing consistent about this dude is his inconsistency. It's crazy because you see the potential there, but he can't dribble though. Because I noticed I was watching in the playoffs, he'd get the ball in the backcourt and pass it right away.
I don't get how you're a dunk contest champion and you never dunk. Like he never goes to the lane and dunks.
He does in warm-ups.
In a breakaway layups, yeah. And he lays it up half the time too in a breakaway. Like I can't remember last time he dunked.
Because he can't dribble.
Yeah, he's different. But yeah, second thing. Let's see. So power forward is a position they clearly need to address. Do you ride it out with Scola and Patterson? Do you figure, trade?
You have to let Scola walk. He's a solid veteran, but
A little older.
yeah. And Patterson, I like him. He's a good fit for the team.
Yeah.
He shoots. He's not as consistent as he needs to be, but when he's on, the Raptors are on.
Yeah.
And then we play well when he plays well. That's why we won Game 7 in Miami, I believe.
Of course.
Perez?
Scola, respect, but no, he's at the end. Maybe he's there for some veteran leadership.
Yeah.
Whether you keep him, he shoves down the rotation. That's fine. Patterson, he's not under contract right now. It's not really an issue, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, keep him. He'd make a good role player off the bench. He's not a starter. So that's an issue we got to address. But I say keep Patterson. Scola, yeah, maybe not.
Tebow?
I say get rid of Patterson.
Ooh.
If you can, get rid of Patterson, Ross, Scola, James Johnson, and try to address small forward and power forward.
So you say backup small forward position, or are you saying addresses and move
Even-
Mari Carroll out of the starting?
Even that.
So what Ujiri actually said just today in his press conference today, he did say that he was going to address the power forward position, and he was going to address a backup small forward position.
And sign DeMar all at the same time.
Oh yeah, well, and that's the next thing we're going to get to. In
So
just
is
a
money
moment,
falling
but-
from the sky in Toronto?
Well,
Hey, where's this all money? Is Michael Jordan coming back? Are they going to sign him too? Like I don't understand.
Well, we do have some good pieces in the 9th pick, and I think it's the 27th pick. It's late 20s pick.
Yeah.
So we have some pieces to trade. It's not all. We don't have to sign everybody in the world.
Another thing I just want to throw out there. Bruno, is he ever going to play?
Oh my
Oh.
God.
He's about 2 more years from being 5 years away.
So, okay. He's good as gone.
I saw him at first opening game in the 905 game.
Oh, yeah.
He's still, he looks raw. There is potential in the fact that for his height, he shoots the ball well. Outside of that, he's still like a broken man's KD when KD was maybe in his first year at Texas. Like
Yeah.
he's really got a long way to go. But I mean, we took him. So we have no choice right now. Ride it out.
Yeah.
More D-League for sure. More development.
Yeah, but they don't even do that.
Yeah.
He just sits on the end of the bench wearing a suit. Like he's ready for
No,
a
he doesn't.
GQ photo shoot or something.
But-
Yeah.
But at the end of the season, he was there because the D-League season was done, and then he just joined the
Oh,
team.
yeah,
right?
yeah,
So-
yeah.
He's like our new Yogi Stewart.
Oh,
But no, that's not right. That's not right. Yogi had no
Yogi.
potential. Yo, you're bright. This guy.
that guy was like, yeah, he was weird, eh? Remember him, Michael Stewart? Oh, wow. That's a long time ago.
Wow.
What concerns me about Bruno Caboclo, he doesn't seem to actually act like he plays basketball. You know, it's literally like, you're 6'9",
Right.
so we're going to give you a basketball and you're going to play. At no point does he seem to have any basketball awareness. He doesn't make basketball plays. I don't even think he's anywhere in that realm yet. So the fact that we have a 6'9" guy who looks like he could be in high school right now. He could be in grade 9 right now who's 6'9". Like he has no basketball natural ability that it doesn't seem to flow through him. And that's
Right.
what concerned me. Kind of like when we had Joey Graham, where Joey Graham was so
yeah.
robotic.
Wow.
You can only teach so much.
Right.
Some of it has to be inside. who
Good
you
point.
are.
Good point.
And James Johnson, I don't understand why does he never play? Like, I mean, he's solid on D.
So that maybe goes into Dwayne Casey.
Yeah, they got beef or
About Johnson, it's kind of his coaching ability right now. I mean, Casey's coaching ability in regards to Johnson kind of puts things in perspective because Casey, as we know, he's due up for his contract extension right now. And
nice.
if you know, I'm going to throw this out right now. Do you resign? Oh, okay, we know he's going to resign Dwayne Casey.
100%. He's the greatest coach in Raptor history.
Okay.
He may not be, but he is because
Okay.
he took him to these finals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think?
In regards to
Dwayne Casey coming back, because we know it's going to happen. So let's just speak about the inevitable.
I'm actually a fan of Casey.
Right.
He can coach. The only problem is we need to bring an assistant in who can teach offense. Do you know how many times I've watched a game this season?
Right.
And they call a timeout in a crucial moment to run a screen and roll.
Right.
To run a screen, and they call the timeout to run the screen and roll, and that's all we run. You know, we need someone to run the offense. He's a very great defensive coach. He just needs to branch off and find someone to run the offense for him.
So you're basically saying he's Black Thibodeau.
yeah. I mean, Chicago, pretty much the same thing, right? Like,
Yeah.
Thibodeau couldn't run an offensive
Yeah.
play.
Yeah.
But Thibodeau, at least we know he's a good coach, because look at Chicago this year.
Oh, they make the playoffs.
Hoiberg,
As soon as
you
they
know,
let him go.
and they get rid of Thibodeau, you know what I'm saying? So, I totally agree with what you said. Casey, I'm down. If we're ideal situation, no, I think Brad Stevens. I'm talking just coaching. I really rate Brad Stevens.
So
He has a system. Sorry, go ahead.
So you'd let him leave. You don't want him back.
In an ideal situation for me, I don't know if Dwayne Casey is the one that's going to take you over the hump and bring you a championship. I just seen too much in the last 3 playoffs to say, you know what, I feel confident in Dwayne Casey. But I will say, if we're keeping Dwayne Casey and we put the right pieces around him, like you said, that's what I'm totally agreeing with what you said. If we can get a nice assistant coach core around him, where if he's a defensive coach, that's fine, but make sure that Nick Nurse, the other assistant coaches,
Kalamian.
there you go.
Yeah.
Okay, not throwing shots, but I'm saying I would feel comfortable if he had a more experienced, like a Nate McMillan, or like, you know, someone who's been a head coach somewhere else and actually has some, because we got Stackhouse, and Stackhouse, people got excited. Then we had Stackhouse on but Stackhouse really has no coaching experience. I'm talking someone with experience who can come in and allow Casey to do what he does, and they go in and do what they do. And what we need is more what they do right now in regards to making sure that we're making right decisions on the offensive end. And I think you don't need to be a basketball general to like see what's happening. I think casual basketball fans are realizing, hey, why are we having Lowry dribble the ball for the whole shot clock and take shots, or DeRozan going away from going to the line and taking jump shots, and, you know, little things that, you know, sometimes when you're down 2 points and you're taking shots, or, you know, you're taking threes, it's just, there's no consistency on the offense to feel confident. So I think if we keep Casey, put the right piece around him, thumbs up.
But who fits that role though? Because it's like,
George Karl?
is George? But you have to ask yourself who fits that role. And if you do pick out a person who you say has coaching experience, has been around the NBA game,
Right.
who would want to take that role to say, I'm gonna allow myself to be hired to take a backseat to Dwayne Casey?
Yeah,
No, that's not George Karl.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He wants the whole team. He doesn't.
Like the
Yeah.
only person that I can think that might be able to fit that role is Derek Fisher. But does he have enough coaching experience
Right.
to say,
But
all right,
if you
let's
look
put him in that situation?
in LA, they have Luke Walton. Behind Luke Walton, they just got Brian Shaw.
Yeah. Maybe Byron Scott.
Byron's?
That would work.
But do we trust Byron Scott though?
Yeah.
Do you trust what you have right now?
I trust him more so than Byron Scott
Really?
though.
Yeah.
Lawrence Frank.
Lawrence Frank.
Is he available though?
I think he, you know, if not Lawrence Frank, someone like Lawrence Frank, someone who's not like a high caliber
he's
coach,
been there
but
before.
he's been there, and you can feel confident.
Know who
in-
would be perfect if you could like kind of snag him because he's been out for a while. Because dude that used to coach New Orleans.
Monty Williams?
Yes.
Yeah.
Williams.
Well, I don't know if he's going to coach for a while because his wife passed and all that
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah, that's
so
true. Yeah.
he might be
He might
toast
be.
for now and
Yeah.
sort of sit back and relax.
Yeah. So let's get to the heart of this right now. We've all been waiting for. I don't know if you want to bring it in.
Oh, DeMar DeRozan? Is he staying or is he going? Is that what you want me to bring up?
Bum, 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 bum.
That's the question of the
Nelly.
summer. B. Do you
think-
want him or do you not want him?
I want him, but I also believe he will be staying. We're gonna overpay him. We're gonna really overpay him, but he will be staying. He loves Toronto. He's the first real star. I don't want to say superstar, but
Right.
star who loves Toronto and wants to stay.
Right.
He has a good relationship with Kyle Lowry. That helps as well. He just came from the conference finals. And I find the other people who are suitors for him, they're not very good suitors in the sense that a lot of people have been saying the LA Lakers. how much games did they win this season?
I know, yeah.
Does he really
Yeah.
want to go and lose for another 3 years?
Sometimes-
I don't think that makes sense.
Yeah.
I think
It doesn't
Toronto's the
make
best
sense.
situation. Toronto's the best situation for him and for us.
100%.
Just don't overpay him.
Debo.
I completely agree. Don't overpay him, which might be tough. But I still don't trust him in the playoffs.
Right.
I still don't trust him
Right.
in the playoffs.
Boom.
Prez.
And I guess that's what you can use as
Yeah.
as the impetus to say we're not gonna pay you that max.
Yeah. But he's, yeah.
I agree with you both. Maybe all three. I think we're all in agreement right
You
now.
never even asked my opinion. What do you mean?
Okay, so you'll get to yours.
right.
Okay. But yeah, DeMar DeRozan. So we're going to re-sign him. That's our number one. Like Casey's already said, that's their number one priority. And it'll get done. So it's foregone conclusion that he's going to be a Raptor. Do I feel confident in him? He's still got a lot. He's not a second option to me. I think if this team is built around, yes, Kyle Lowry is going to be the number one option. We need to have somebody else and push DeMar DeRozan to a third option in some way.
Isn't that what Valanciunas is for?
Boom. We need to, and actually, they actually talked today saying that
What, they're going to feed the post more?
they're going to wake up to the 21st century and say, hey, you know what? If you have a big man he's not like a Reggie Evans, who's a big man who'll grab you boards and can't do nothing else.
No.
He's got an offensive game, but he gets buried with this whole best backcourt in the Eastern Conference stuff.
Right.
What we need to do is have Jonas be an actual piece of what's happening here and seeing. I don't like to talk big threes, but if we're going to talk a big three, he should be second on the Toronto Raptors' big three. And I think DeMar DeRozan needs to step aside and just play his role because right now I think he's a little overrated.
He is, but every time there's a break in basketball play, the Raptors are like, we're gonna start feeding Jonas.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they
Last
get away from
summer,
it like 5 minutes later.
yep,
Right.
he won Summer League MVP. We're gonna feed Jonas.
Right.
You feed him for about 3 or 4 games. Oh, DeRozan and Lowry time again. So
Oh, like that's
you know,
Dwayne
so
Wade, like that.
it's-
Right, that's what I'm
it's
saying, like-
alright.
That's the coaching. I don't know. like,
Right.
They're guard heavy. The Raptors have always. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's why I say like they shouldn't re-sign DeMar.
I
They should
agree.
go after a power forward, put him next to Jonas.
Right.
They'd be huge.
I agree with you. I agree with you, but
Like a
they've already-
legit power forward. I'm not saying a Skola or a Pat. Like, don't sign DeMar and try to sign like Horford or try to sign somebody anybody that can come in and you could feel threatened by him.
Right.
And has some down low things that they can do. Because I mean, Patterson and Skola can't. They're not back to the basket guys.
No,
They're older. Well, not Patterson, but he sits on the 3-point line like he's Klay Thompson or something. Well, no, he does. Like, he'll sit in the court and be like, "Who's this?" Like, okay. Eva, what do you think?
I was gonna clown Jonas. Yeah, I'm gonna clown him anyway. Because you can't be a center and expect to be any type of option when your only go-to move is a pump fake. Now, I would love to see Jonas like find somebody to help train him, like one of the greats, like
He's
Hakeem
done it though. He
Olajuwon.
went to Olajuwon already.
Go back because he did hold it down in the playoffs.
And that's what I'm talking about.
He did hold it down in the playoffs.
Right.
And at the end of the day, the playoffs is what matters. But he has to just expand his game because he does have a lot of potential, but you have to be more than just a pump fake.
Yeah. So I don't know. Like,
I think he's gotten away from the pump fake a little bit this season. I've seen him shoot more jump shots this year, even in the last 2 months, than I've probably seen him pull for the last 4 years. So it's progressing for the better, at least.
so what do you think? Like, it's better to keep DeMar and Lowry around, or have Jonas and like say, I don't know, Horford or Jonas and whatever power forward they can get. Like, would putting a superstar next to Jonas make more sense, or just
No,
keeping
Sap.
Lowry? He's 32 years old. I don't know if you want that guy. I'm saying a young guy that's
Yeah, I get you.
Bringing Atlanta to Toronto, eh?
That was another thing we could talk about. Was DeMar a disappointment this season?
Yes, but it was more so because of injuries than his own play. We haven't really seen what DeMar Carroll brings to the table because of the injuries.
How many years did we sign him for?
4?
3 or 4?
3 or 4.
3 or 4, one of the two. Okay.
15 million each.
So For the season, was he a disappointment?
Was he worth 15 mil?
Still thinking long term.
7 points a game.
But influence on the team. You got to admit, when he's on the court, there's a difference when he's on the court opposed to when you have Terrence Ross playing the three, who's not really a three.
That's Dwayne Casey's fault.
No, I'm just saying, but that's what's been happening. So just even his presence on the team, it makes it easier to swallow.
No, I agree. I don't like Damari Carroll, though, I'll be honest with you. 15 mil a year. He's already past his 30s.
No.
We're speaking about, did he play how many games this season? He's been injury prone. When he left Atlanta, he was injury prone.
Right, yeah, yeah.
Right. So, and when you get older, it's not going to help at all. So he needs to stay on the court. If he stays on the court, he plays solid defense, but he needs to stay on the court. And I think that's the most important thing.
Yeah. Real quick in regards to that, who would you say is the Raptors' best defender? Just throw me a name.
Damari Carroll.
Okay, okay.
Really?
No, who you say?
Bismack.
Boom.
I agree.
I
And he was
would've-
upping Norman Powell soon enough, I think.
Norman
Powell is up
Powell,
there.
he
Yeah.
stepped up.
Already.
He was getting abused by
and
Wade,
that's
though.
that's
Yeah,
what,
yeah.
And
He's a
Joe
rookie, though. I
Johnson.
mean, yeah.
yeah, he's a rookie. But that's one of the things when I was saying if DeMar had to go, I wouldn't be totally upset. And actually, that sounds like a shot. I like DeMar DeRozan. He's been with us. He's a Raptor through and through. You know, I should actually applaud that. Actually, I'm going to applaud DeMar DeRozan right now. Anyone? No one else? Okay.
I'm with you.
I got one
I'm
more.
with you.
I got more. I got three. Can I get a fourth? I got a fourth back there. Yes. Okay. Thank you. But in saying that, possibly keeping him is going to stop Norman Powell's progression, because him and Norman Powell, they have the exact same type of game, and Powell will never get the kind of minutes he needs while DeMar's there. That means
Powell doesn't have that turnstile defense.
And he's a better shooter.
Like DeRozan's like, he holds, one of those red carpets out and said, "Here you go." You just, fly through, and go to the rim.
At least with DeMar DeRozan, you know what you're getting. Powell, I'm a big Powell fan. I just want to, from before he was doing all this, I've been a big Powell fan, but sometimes you got to be careful not to give away the sure thing. You might not love everything about DeMar DeRozan. He's going to give you 20 points. He's going to go to the free throw line a bunch. He's going to help you score points. He's going to do things to help the team.
Right.
You let him walk, or you trade him, or whatever happens, and you put up Powell, and then Powell doesn't do what you expect him to do. Then you just let the only Toronto star who wants to stay here leave for no reason without a sure thing behind it. Right. So it's a risk you need to be careful to.
Good point. All right, Biz. Contract coming up.
16 million. That's what they're saying. I'm just reading.
That's how much he wants?
No, I'm just saying.
They're saying
he'll
he's
get
worth
offered
that
15,
much.
16.
Do you think we can keep him and DeRozan?
Is that 40 million?
I do.
think so.
I do, though.
You would do it?
Just simply because Bismack today, I think he said that he's willing to take a home court discount for the fact.
I feel like all these guys are just saying things to DeMar, I want to be here. Yeah, okay, but then when LA offers you 25 million and the Raptors offer you 22, you'll be gone.
Okay.
So I would be gone too. I don't know.
Well, you're really got predictions.
I know. I'm
I'm gonna throw one out to you, right? Are you willing to make that, or are we just kind of
No,
it out?
I'm just saying.
Okay,
I'm throwing it out there.
okay, fair enough.
What if you got offered an extra $3 million to go back?
Fair enough.
I'm staying.
Yeah.
If I got offered an extra $3 million, actually, you know what? It depends. If it's a warm weather place, I'm dipping.
LA.
Yeah,
Miami.
I'm dipping.
See, there you go.
Fair enough.
If it's Cleveland, no.
Okay.
Come on.
But remember,
If it's Boston, no.
Yeah, those are cold cities.
Yeah.
If it's Toronto, no. Right?
Yeah.
You're gone. So regardless.
Biz, can we keep Biz and DeMar? Possibly. I
And
think
get
it's
a
doable.
power forward.
Well, Biz technically is a power forward. I don't even consider him a. Is
Okay,
he
he's a
center?
backup center right now, but he can't.
He's
play
a backup?
He can't play power forward. He's got He's got nothing
Right.
that he gives you on the offensive end. You need a legit power forward to put next to Valanciunas. I think they're a power forward away from making the NBA Finals.
Yeah.
Don't forget about the 2 draft picks we have, man. There's
Yeah.
a lot of power forwards coming out in this draft.
Yeah.
We don't have to necessarily sign him. We could just draft the power forward and have a young power forward who has talent and who's up and coming.
But will Casey be smart enough to start that guy or let him throw him into the fire?
No. Okay, I'll answer that. No, he won't. but hopefully in this offseason, he gets a good assistant that
will develop a guy,
know
yeah.
to do that.
Yeah. Well, then that's up to Masai Ujiri, really. Right?
Yeah.
So, Debo?
And
Yeah. Again, with the assistant theme, if you're looking for the Derek Fisher type, you might as well get rid of him and get Derek Fisher. Or a Mark Jackson.
Ooh, that's
Oh,
a good
there you
one.
go.
That's a really
Mark
good
Jackson.
And Mark
I
Jackson.
kind of
used-
like the look of Mark Jackson. 'cause
He used to
you're
be a
about say it,
he used to be a Raptor.
Has that? Well, yeah, I guess it's happened, but not in that like that distance where a person has like played for the team, retired, coached another team, came back and coached the team.
Mark Jackson.
And I'm gonna ask you, if you had an option of Mark Jackson and Dwayne Casey at this moment right now, and you know you're making that push and turning the corner, what would you do?
Oh, I mean, I don't know. I'm not a Raptor fan.
Okay. Fan or not, what do you think would be a better move for the team? Would you say?
For the team,
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm Mark Jackson. What did he do? He took Golden State to the West Finals,
Yeah.
and they lost, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. East Finals. I don't know. I would. If Dwayne doesn't re-sign, the Raptor Nation's going to want Masai Ujiri's contract gone too.
Yeah. Oh, we know he's going to. So
He's coming back no matter what. There's no questions asked.
this Mark Jackson, he's
Mark Jackson would be good as an offensive assistant.
and that's
but
kind of
would he step?
Yeah. Okay. Think about it. Is he gonna leave doing what he's doing
Yeah.
to say, yeah, I'm gonna assist?
I'm going to assist Dwayne Casey. He probably
Casey.
thinks he's better than Dwayne Casey already. Like, you know what I mean?
Probably thinks.
Yeah.
Well,
Some of these guys have
you know.
egos, so it's like, oh,
yeah.
I don't want to be behind this guy or whatever. But again, Dwayne Casey won a ring with Dallas.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a defensive coach.
As a
And actually, did he shut down LeBron?
Yes, he
He was
did.
part of that.
Yes, he did.
He was
He was
part of
that.
He's part of
the
part of
people that
Operation
created
LeBron.
that scheme, yeah.
Operation LeBron. Operation LeBron. All right.
But that was a perfect example of exactly what we're saying, where they had, I think it was Rick Carlisle
Right.
as the offensive head coach, and then Dwayne Casey in the background being like, "Hey, I'll worry
Take
about
the
all the
defense."
defense," and it worked out. You know,
Oh, maybe they can. I don't know who they. Mark Jackson, I guess. That's a good one. Very good one.
All right, so we're approaching before we approach the finals.
Okay, so little game here. We're gonna play. Off season's obviously started pretty much for 28 teams. The other two are still to be decided, but they don't have much of an off season. I'm gonna ask you guys a couple of free agents here. Are they staying? Are they going? And if so, where are they going, or where do you think they're going? First guy on the list just lost today, Kevin Durant. B, is he staying? Is he going?
I think he's staying. I don't think he should stay, but I think he is staying in OKC simply because I think he's comfortable there, and I think he's in his mind he needs to make it work with Westbrook because he's been talking so great of him.
Yeah. Okay.
I think he's staying because I think if he goes elsewhere and he's a franchise numero uno, he's not comfortable and ready for that leadership position yet. And I think it's much easier for him to hide under Westbrook's wing and stay for one more year and try and get that championship next year and then make his lifelong decision what's going to affect his life forever. Extend it for another year like LeBron did in Cleveland.
Debo.
I think he's gonna stay as well. The person I want to see go is Westbrook. I want to see them trade.
Wow.
But that's not that. You're jumping the gun.
Okay,
You're a year
okay.
too early. Next year, this time we'll come
I'm
back
making
and.
my own game.
He's trying to. He's
Making my own game.
gonna be the new GM for OKC next season. Watch. This guy Westbrook traded to the Lakers for D'Angelo Russell.
No, I was gonna say the Clippers for Chris Paul. Straight
Yeah,
up.
that'd be actually.
No,
That'd be an
that,
interesting one.
That'd be a good one.
yeah.
Yeah. I think he's gonna stay, but I don't think he should. I think he should go to the Eastern Conference.
Oh yeah. Easier road. Oh, for sure. But
I like that.
But it would make no sense now because he can technically sign for that 1 year and then make that decision. So I think the Eastern Conference maybe after his first year. Why do
Yeah.
it now, really? Because he's been there his whole career and he owes it to the franchise to say, hey, one more chance.
I think he should go to like Miami.
That would be good. Or Washington. I think he's from
I
Washington.
think he should go to
as well.
Atlanta. He should come right to Atlanta. He'd fit in just perfect because being
Well.
a small forward, clearly.
He has a good connection with Toronto, so we'll see.
Yeah, he's not coming here. Okay, next one on the list would be LeBron, but obviously he's staying. Another guy that's restricted or unrestricted is Hassan Whiteside. Staying, going.
I think he stays in Miami as well. He's a good player. They need a center. If they let him walk, they don't have much behind him.
Yeah, they have nothing.
But I've read an article saying that they didn't want to offer him the max, and I think Whiteside, the person he is, even from
Yeah, he
his
seems like a-
his 2K state, I just want a higher
I
rating
want-
in 2K.
yeah,
You know, he's very immature. I think he just wants money.
He wants money. He doesn't care about it. This is your guy too. Remember that?
Yeah, you know this is my
Whiteside
guy.
is your guy.
Yeah, and he could have been a Raptor. Actually, could have been. He was a Raptor. Played in the summer league, and we had a choice. You know, we had Jonas already a big man, and have a backup big man with a choice between Lucas Nogueira and Hassan Whiteside. And
I was over here like,
people
look,
shaking their head, like, yeah.
From Atlanta.
We had that decision to make, and we said, yeah, Hassan, we don't see much of what's happening over there. So Lucas, come with us back to Toronto and come back up Jonas. And months later, he's front page blowing up. So for me, I always think, he was here.
Yeah.
We let him slip, but regardless, here we are. Fast forward, does he stay in Miami? I think he should. He has a good relationship with Spoelstra, apparently.
Yeah.
Helped him, rejuvenate his career. When you talk centers for the next 5 years, I
be
think
up there.
he's in the conversation.
Top 5.
So top five.
He's probably going to stay. Where I'd like to see him go is Golden State.
Yeah, they need a center. Yeah.
Can they
Why?
afford him?
I think so.
Oh, they were trying to get Durant this offseason. Yeah, they can for sure afford
think
Whiteside.
so.
But what about Curry, though? Curry's still underpaid. He's not the highest paid player on his team.
Yeah, he'll
No.
get his money, though.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
when you say he'll get his money, I don't know how much more money they have to give.
Yeah, but they'll go over the tax. All those teams in California always go over the tax. They don't care. They have no
Yeah,
regard for money.
yeah.
Miami doesn't.
Yeah.
They signed 3 guys, 90. Those
If they do
franchises
that,
don't-
then we're talking dynasty. If they get Whiteside,
that's-
we're talking dynasty.
I'm not going to watch for the next 10 years.
Yeah, I just give up on ball if he goes there.
I'll
Yeah.
just watch WNBA.
What about KD then?
What about KD?
What about if he goes there? Because those were talks before that
To
he might go
OKC?
to
Yeah.
KD might go to Golden
Oh, yeah.
State.
Golden State, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Well, actually, they have Barnes to help them out late in the game, so I don't think they need KD.
Yeah. I think Whiteside stays only because Pat Riley will get in his head
Yeah.
like he did with LeBron, Bosh, and Wade.
Right.
He'll give him a vision and maybe
Right.
brainwash him. He's
Right.
young. So. Okay. DeMar DeRozan staying.
He's staying in Toronto. Almost 100% sure of that.
Yeah, 100%. He's staying. He's
Staying?
staying.
Staying.
I think he's going.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's going.
Okay.
Where?
Okay.
Out west.
Out west.
I don't know why. I just have
The
a
Sun.
I don't know. It's another one of my stupid predictions.
No, that's cool.
I'll live with it though.
Yeah.
Another guy, unrestricted, Mike Conley. He's been talked about a
Oh.
lot this summer.
San Antonio.
Yeah.
He's going to San Antonio.
San Antonio?
Yeah,
Kind
man.
of a good fit.
He's definitely leaving. I think Memphis, they've had problems from time, and nothing's getting better in Memphis. And I think he sees the ship is sinking, and he's in perfect opportunity, free agent. Why would you want to stay something that's going nowhere?
yeah.
He's out.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think he's probably gonna go. Where exactly? I'm not sure. I'd have to probably think on it to say probably a good place for him to fit.
San Antonio.
Yeah, San Antonio's a good look, but I don't know, man. I don't know how if they're ready to give up on Tony Parker.
Well, yeah. He's getting a bit older though, right? So, yeah. Cool. Okay, I got 2 more guys here, and then we're done with this. Okay. So one more. Let's see here. I'll pick a good one. This is the one guy that's been talked about nonstop all season long since the beginning of the season. Dwight Howard. Where is he going? I've heard Atlanta. I've heard back to Orlando. I've heard basically wherever Stan Van Gundy is not. So wherever he's not, he'll be there. That's pretty much how it's going down there.
He's not staying. I can't tell you where he's going. I can tell you I don't like his game. I think he's a head case.
Yeah.
I think he's a cancer to any team that signs him. It's starting to become more of a problem. People are starting to see what the Lakers is like, oh, Kobe was here. They didn't mesh.
Right.
He went to Houston. It didn't mesh.
Harden,
right.
It didn't work out well in Orlando. The only consistent here is Dwight Howard.
Right.
So I think teams are going to be a little bit more aware. He might get one of those Rondo contracts. Like, let's see if you can fit in contracts. You know, give him a 1 year, 2 year. We're going to see. But I don't think he's going to stay long anywhere. I just don't like him on any level.
I think he's going to move. I've never seen an NBA player who's just so flighty. Like, they don't have any setting anywhere. Like, you think of Tim Duncan, Kobe Bryant, like, where people are staying for long. He seems like every opportunity at free agency, he's looking to see. He's like chasing the ring, but in like a bad way. Like, where he's not contributing where he's going. You know, Orlando, it didn't work. Okay, you know, then you go to LA.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you go to Houston, and then, you know, wherever he's going to go next, it's just going to be constant. He'll be just an okay center opposed to being what he had potential to be. It seems like he's just never going to live up to that potential, and he'll just continue chasing what he's looking for.
I think he should go to Portland.
Oh,
Portland.
That's a
They need a
Lillard,
center.
McCollum, and Dwight Howard, but they got Plumlee there right now.
Plumlee.
He could back up.
Exactly.
Yeah, he
No,
could.
but okay. First of all, we know he's not going to be a backup though.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Plumlee?
Oh, sorry. I thought you meant Howard.
Portland or LA? Go back to LA.
No.
Dwight Howard?
Yeah, go back to LA.
To the Lakers?
Yep.
What about Hibbert?
Hibbert can back up.
Hibbert can just get out of the league. That guy sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can just leave. He just vanished. So he went from like an all. I wanted to come to Atlanta, but that's a different story for a different day. We need a center. That's as simple as that. Move
Yeah.
Horford over to power forward and
Hey,
trade Millsap.
take back Lucas Nogueira.
No.
All right, so now we're going to go to the NBA Finals. Down to the final two. Rematch. Full strength. Let's start real quick. Give me who you think, just a gut feeling of who you think, and then we'll go back around and see, like, you can go a little bit in depth into why you said that. Okay? B.
I have Golden State in either 5 or 6. 5 might be a little bit too much, but I'll say Golden State in 6.
Jay?
Golden State in 3. No, I'm kidding.
They can win that fast.
Golden State in 7. I don't know. I think it's gonna be a long series. 7.
7.
I'll say 7.
I want to be bold and say Golden State in 4.
It could.
Wow.
That is bold.
Hey, Nelly said G State in 4.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
never know.
Yeah. I say I'm going Cleveland.
This guy's like Raptors in 4.
No, I'm going Cleveland and I'm going Cleveland in 7.
Cleveland, eh?
I'm going Cleveland in 7. I thought last year at full strength, seeing what I saw, I thought LeBron kind of got a bum deal on having Kyrie and Love out. I think they could have done it last year, but it's coulda, woulda, shoulda. So now we're dealing with facts. Now there's no excuses. As long as everyone can stay healthy, let's get it on and see what happens. I'm going with Cleveland in 7. That's what I'm going for.
I agree with the fact that it's going to be a closer series because LeBron has his running mates now with him. But you also need to understand that Golden State, 73 wins. They're a better team this year as well. They didn't really get that many additions, but together as a team, they're better than the Golden State that played Cleveland last year as well.
Cleveland will have to keep up the shooting. Like Channing Frye is gonna have to be so lights out. Because I mean, they're all hitting. Both teams are hitting threes now. Like Cleveland against Atlanta and Toronto. Like I never thought Channing Frye would just go off.
Yeah.
Like he was going off from everywhere on every game too. Like he was consistently hitting, and him and Love and Kyrie and I don't know. Cleveland has to keep shooting the way they're shooting. I think to make it a series. If they go cold even for a game or two, I think it's over.
I think they're just gonna figure them out eventually, and I think this time's gonna be sooner than later. Like he said, Golden State is a better team. It's not just that they're a better team; they're a way better team.
And they have more of a bench too, I think. No, like,
Exactly.
yeah,
Steph Curry could have won defensive. I mean, he could have won most improved.
Yeah, I said that on the
Yeah, you
last
did
podcast.
say that on the last podcast. You did.
And now they got Verjao to give him all the
As a
Cleveland
backup
secrets.
too. Yeah,
Right.
he's a backup, Verjao. Oh, that's crazy.
Fair enough. I think Cleveland, they're big. They can play big, just as big as Golden State. I think they match up. I mean, come the perimeter, they're going to get exposed. I'm just looking at this. This is okay. So whether people realize it's not, we're in the LeBron era right now. He's not MVP.
Still?
Yes,
Yeah, I don't
still.
think so. Yeah.
Hold on.
Zebo, I don't know about that.
Okay, hold on.
In
Let me
the
see
Curry
this.
era.
Right now, LeBron, would you say he's still in his prime?
No.
No.
No. So
I don't.
hold on. He's not at the apex. You're saying he's
on the way
over.
down.
He's on the way down.
On the way down.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's still amazing, but
So-
he's on the way down.
So in regards to defining moments we're talking LeBron, his career, where we are in present day in LeBron's career. This is a thing where when he's gone, I
Yeah.
think what's happening is going to be a defining moment for LeBron.
I'm just saying he's just over the hump.
Fair enough. So if he's not the top, and I can agree with that. I'm just saying what's happening right now. I think 10, 15, like when he's gone from the, I think this series is going to be one of those defining moments for LeBron. I think it's very monumental.
If he loses this one,
And that's what I'm going with. That's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
he pretty much has to win this one to maintain that LeBron legacy that will be left
Yeah.
when he's going to be an elite. But where he ranks in regards to elite, I think people refer to this series.
It's gonna make or break his legacy.
Well, that's
you
exactly what I'm
can't
getting
go
at.
2 for 5. Well, it's gonna be 2 for 5, right?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Can't go
You
2 for
can't.
5.
So this is it. This year, I think that's gonna, so we're talking about the hill and just being over it. We'll see.
But he's probably gonna go 2 for 5.